Before I start, let me explain what a level up is. Get it? You see, on my last video, I mentioned I was going to have a level up, which means that my character just had a majorly change, and on the next video we'll have a level up right beside the title. I'm doing this because so I can look past years and look back to see how I progressed. I thought it'd be a good idea, so tell me what you think on the comments below. Anyway, let's begin. Hello, it's Alan the Draco for those who don't know me. I know most times it could be very anxious, but really it could be exciting to see new people and old friends. My school is small, so pretty much you're stuck with the same classmates throughout the school years. And so begins the first day of school. I was very nervous, and trust me, I wasn't sure what to expect. It was my very first day of high school, so I expected everything to be different, like teachers handing out a lot of bookwork and people being totally different. But as I was entering the cafeteria, I saw my old friends and new classmates, but really didn't talk much. It was now the start of the very first class period. Our first class was English, so our teacher told us basically about procedures and all that other stuff that no one really cares about, and then told the class the first thing we're going to be doing is introducing ourselves and telling one thing that we like to do. You might think it is a really easy thing to do, just to do in front of, I think, 12 people, but nope. You look around the classroom and you see everyone having this face like, why have you done this to us? So one by one, each person tells about themselves, and man, when I went, I was ready to pull off the best introductions ever. But right when I say a single word, bam! Everyone just starts talking as if it was the cafeteria, but the teacher stops the situation. We went on to the next student. I felt so blown up, but I didn't let that bother me. What did they know? Then as it was going, I heard a particular person that got my attention. I will call him Gunter. He was calm as Gunter introduced himself, and he had his head eye, and when he said he wanted to be an animator, let me tell you, in my school no one had the same interests as me, and to see someone with the same interests was heart-lifting. So as Gunter said he wanted to be an animator, I rose myself up, and with a big smile, I said that's what I wanted to do. Loud and proud as I said that, we looked at each other with that A face, and everyone was looking at me, and the teacher goes off, lay off the cookies, and I grinned, and after the class activity, I went up to Gunter and we talked. It seemed that we had a lot in common. I was glad to meet someone with the same interests as me, letting y'all know that I'm going to be telling the best parts of the day, so the classes are going to be out of order. Anyway, in art class, my favorite class, sorry teachers, so as the art teacher said y'all must be sick of procedures, we all had this look that we agreed. The teacher says we'll be doing a game instead. So basically you fill out this piece of paper that tells about yourself and then you put 3 yes or no questions on the back. There were 2 games of it. First game, our class had to crumble their pieces of paper and then split into 2 teams. Here's the fun part. We prepared to start throwing and I was so ready. Once the teacher said go, paper started going everywhere. I was throwing like crazy. Once the teacher said stop, we had to pick up whatever paper was closest to us and then find whose paper it was. I was looking and just instantly Gunter comes and goes, is this yours? I didn't question him and I said, yes that is. He gives me the paper and as I was looking after a while, I found the person and once everyone found each other, the teacher gathered all the pieces of paper. Then game 2. Everyone had to line up in the back of the room and we played a similar game to green light and red light, but the game was called negative or positive. Basically, when she says positive, she put one of our questions that we put, and if it's a yes, we step forward as far as possible, and if it's a negative, it's the total opposite. And so the game began. Which was funny because some of the guys were in front of the table and, well, I was in the middle, so I was lucky. Sort of. As we were playing, I was in front, but one of my classmates was almost at the finishing line, and I was wondering, how in the world did she already get there? I was determined to win, so I was hoping for a positive, then it was one for the win. But it turned out to be one of the most unlucky but funniest questions, and ironically, it was one of my questions. The art teacher says, this is a positive. Who would like to hug me? Let me tell you, everyone laughed and I facepalmed and laughed too, but everyone stepped back but me, and my classmate stepped forward and I was only an inch off. An inch! So my classmate won and I was the fast one to think I was going to win that game. It was fun, and from that day, the first day of high school, I could say my anxious side was over the top because at the end of the day, I made a new friend and I know I had someone who had the same interests as I do. Hey guys, I'm sorry for being late. I just had so many problems going on with my computer and monitor. Again, sorry. I would also like to thank my personal friend for letting me borrow one of his characters. And I have to say that I improved ever since my last video. It was so much fun to do and set my computer apart. So anyway, thanks for watching.